Dennis McCormack, Denny, Woodman, Coach, Rusty. How did a guy with so many names become a legend at Northwest Catholic? It may prove instructive to go back a bit to his formative years in East Hartford. We start with Denny's Little League team circa 1963. There's Den on the left, but wait, closer inspection reveals one of Den's enduring trademarks, the grumpy face. And he has every reason to be grumpy. Like most runners, Den has spent his last 3 years consistently whiffing on the fastball, the curve, and the changeup. Of note as well is the lad on the right. This is Den's sometimes mentor, sometimes tormentor, and future best man, John Quinn. Den's next stop is East Catholic, where his athletic career will begin to take flight. By his senior year, he is East's top distance runner and has notched the first 4 of his now 50 consecutive Manchester Road Race starts. His success at East propels him to Holy Cross, where Denny becomes a top collegiate runner known for his feisty competitive spirit and nasty finishing kick. The college years also bring his highest finish at Manchester, placing 4th in the 71 Thanksgiving Day race. Den also decides during these years that he's going to channel his buddy John's luck and embrace the Boogie Nights stash. After a cross-country bike trip and an abbreviated appearance at the poor man's Woodstock, Watkins Glen, Den settles into his busy work life, teaching English at Northwest, attending law school at night, and coaching the cross-country and track teams at NWC. His first period English class reaps the benefits of another McCormack trademark, tardiness. By the end of the year, there will be an over-under bet each morning on when his blue station wagon will first be seen speeding down Wampanoag Drive. The cross-country program Dennis inherits has never seen a winning season. He quickly deduces that he needs some runners. Perhaps coincidentally, some of his freshman English students who agree to run receive straight A's that year in his class. That 73 team, led by Bob Keefe and Jim Mangan, manages to finish above 500, and a new competitive culture begins to take root. Early in the 74 season, Mark Newcomb and Charlie Newboy Starren lead the NWC Harriers to a surprise win over St. Bernard's, their first ever loss in the HCC Conference. Northwest Cross Country has arrived. By 1975, Dennis had established a strong core of distance runners: Cobb, Malloy, Deneen, Lagoy, Hennessy, Murray, Hughes, O'Connor, Curry, and Venora. Well, maybe not so strong, but definitely fast. After a second-place finish in the conference meet to defending state champ Xavier, Coach has the 75 team peaking just in time for the state meet. Dennis's strategy on the day of the Class M meet is, as always, cutting edge. Arrive at the meet 30 minutes before the start and then take the team away from the hustle and bustle of the starting area. Brilliant. Here's what we saw that fall day. It was quiet, peaceful, a perfect spot to help us focus on the race. Here's what we then heard. And finally, here's what we then saw. Wait a second. Bethel and Brookfield and New Milford, aren't they all Class M schools? That's our race that just went by. Oh well. In retrospect, maybe Coach's strategy wasn't quite so brilliant. The following year, Dennis upgraded his station wagon for a Fiat Spider. Not only had Northwest Cross Country arrived, but apparently their coach had as well. He also started the women's running program that year and, in keeping with his out-of-the-box thinking, encouraged all the girls to wear high-striped socks to gain a competitive edge. This strategy seemed to pay off nicely as the girls finished the year as the 8th best team in the state. But it was the boys' program that would cement McCormack's reputation in 1976. They suffered a close loss to Xavier in the regular season, but Dennis had them peaking for the state meets once again. The State Open, which draws all of Connecticut's top teams, would be our final chance to take down the boys in black. Fortunately, the Zapruder film documenting that day still exists. Here's how the race started. and here is how it ended. Northwest Catholic had finished the season as the best team in the state. It was NWC's first state championship in cross country, and 39 years later, it remains the only time a Northwest team has won the state open championship in cross country. Those were heady times for the runners from Northwest and their beloved coach. Denny went on to carve out a successful law career for himself while teaching his son Michael the subtleties of the deep-sea fishing trip. He has become a Saturday morning hooper and an avid golfer, specializing in all the trash-talking opportunities those sports allow him. He continues to run Manchester each year, and he has upgraded his car once more. No longer the 12-year-old missing those fastballs, Den has now become the envy of all his friends. He's also produced a 5-step golf video, but that's for another night. And finally, some of the guys wanted to get in on the act and say a few words.
Hey Dennis, Nuke here. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. That's really great stuff. I'm really happy for you. But I wanted to let you know that the Scrambler will be back in Manchester soon to lay down the law. You know what I'm talking about? We'll see you soon.
The best thing about running for coach was that we won, and he made us win. But beyond that, we had a lot of fun doing it, and we made some lifelong friendships along the way.
Thank you, Dennis. Best coach ever, Mark Malloy.
Dennis, it's Kevin Hughes. Congratulations on your induction, and thanks for your friendship and guidance over the years.